Good morning. This is what it looks like outside right now. This is a live picture from our roof cam. It is snowing, folks, and let's take a look at what it looked like for most of the overnight hours. The snow basically started coming down in the metro area around 1 o'clock in the morning. Like it or not, this winter storm is here. It's
not just in Albuquerque, it's in Santa Fe too. Here is a live look. Well, there we go. There's a live look from our earth cam. It's snowing lightly on the plaza up there. I promise you, it is snowing. Now that snow has moved down, as Kristen's going to tell us, from Taos. Overnight, this is what it looked like yesterday up in Taos. Looked like a blizzard up there. You should know, school delays, closings running at the bottom of your screen. We'll start out. APS East Mountain schools are closed today, so are Edgewood Moriarty schools. Dozens more are as well. You're going to see them scrolling at the bottom of your screen, even during the commercials.
All right, so get ready. Let's head over to meteorologist Kristen Van Dyke, who has the latest on this winter storm. Good morning, Kristen.
Good morning. I've been tracking the snow all morning, and really it just has not budged out of the Albuquerque area. It's still coming down, but it is more intense at times than at others, and right now it's a little lighter downtown, but as you look off into the distance, still coming down quite heavily out towards the foothills and the heights there. Here's a look from our roof cam, and you can see it kind of blowing in there. Thank goodness the weather has been warm for the past few days. That has been our savior as far as the roads are concerned. The snow has had a tough time sticking to the roads because the ground has been warmed up from these warm days that we've had consecutively here. But we're starting off with the freezing mark now. Temperatures have dipped down to the freezing mark, and so that means any elevated roads could certainly freeze over. And as the snow continues to come down, it's cooling those roads off, and we could eventually see a lot of that freeze over and become ice. So you definitely want to be careful and slow down the roads. And of course, where the snow is coming down a little heavier, you have visibility issues too. So be very, very careful as you drive out. It may look pretty out in your yard, but it can definitely mean dangerous conditions out on the roads. Here's a look at the radar, and you can see snow still enveloping much of Albuquerque, down south I-25, down toward Las Lunas, Bosque Farms, and then on up into Bernalillo. It tries to break up a little bit on the west side, but this band is sticking around, and with any elevation at all, you're getting that steady snow. So again, you get into the heights and the foothills, and it's going to continue to come down steadily through much of the morning, and it's going to take a while for this whole thing to get out of here. So expect on and off showers through a lot of the morning. You get on up towards Bernalillo, I-25, up to Santa Fe, and we're still seeing quite a bit of heavy snow, especially near Santo Domingo Pueblo, up towards La Cienega, into Santa Fe, and that's going to continue through a lot of the morning too. And then a wider look at what's happening across northern New Mexico. Sangre de Cristo Mountains and the upper Rio Grande Valley still seeing some of the snow, though the valley areas are starting to see things quiet down a bit. You get out towards Las Vegas and Roy, and snow is just now starting to get started there, and this is where we're going to see the focus shift as we go a little later into the day. And of course, southeast New Mexico is getting in on some of the activity now too. Sacramento Mountains seeing snow coming down a little heavy at times, and then Roswell getting in on some of that snow that's pushing out to the east. Carlsbad, showers to your east, but temperatures have dropped down close to the freezing mark for you, so we're going to be looking at that potential for some winter-like weather there as well. Albuquerque, mostly cloudy through the morning. Temperatures will stay at the freezing mark or just a little bit below as we go through 9 o'clock. We'll continue with the potential for on and off snow through much of the morning. Going into the afternoon, just mainly cloudy skies, but still the potential for another stray snow shower or two. Later today, we'll finally see things start to clear out for good, and that's when the temperatures will drop. We'll be in the low 30s by 5 o'clock, but plummeting down into the low 20s overnight tonight. Skies mostly cloudy across the entire state. Back to the west, things are gradually trying to clear out there, but you can still see a few more showers trying to develop over in southeast Arizona, so that could push into parts of western New Mexico and bring in a little bit more snow and a little bit of a winter mix down across the southwest later on today. But again, everything kind of shifting eastward, and that's going to be the trend. Temperature-wise, bundle up. We're at 25 in Taos, upper 20s in Santa Fe, out east in the low to mid-teens for many of you, and then down the southeastern part of the state, we're down into the 20s there, and temperatures will continue to be very cold as we go through the day. That cold air mass is going to be settling into the state. As you head north, look at Denver, 15 below. That's where they're starting out this morning. So this is an Arctic mass that's going to be settling in over the state. It's sticking around through the weekend too. In fact, we could see round 2 of snow later this weekend. I'll have details on this winter storm and all the changes ahead coming up in a few minutes.
And without a doubt, this winter weather having a big effect on your commute this morning, not only in the city of Albuquerque, but particularly outside of here. I-25 from Santa Fe north to Colorado, snow-packed and icy, along with a lot of other mountain roads. Also I-40 east and west of Albuquerque through the mountain passes. It is slick, snow-packed and icy. Please be extremely careful. DOT crews are out plowing the roads, but it's going to take them time to get there. So if you can't stay home, the best advice is to do so. If you do have to go out, you can get the latest on road conditions, school closures, and much more at our website, KRQE.com. You can always call 511 from the road, too.
Of course, the storm is happening right now, and we are tracking it as it moves through the state.
All right, right now, as Christian mentioned, snow is falling in the Duke City, particularly up in the Northeast Heights. A little bit of snow is falling there. It started at about 1 o'clock this morning, and it has kept on going. The roads right now, we're told they're kind of slushy. Some slick spots, particularly on the overpasses. Our Samantha McDonald is out in the middle of all of this. She's going to be giving us updates. We're going to try to get a live look from her coming up in about an hour. All right, you should know that the storm is bringing a lot of cold weather through all of the country. That's what meteorologist Kristen Van Dyke talked about. And of course, we're going to stay on this winter weather all day long for you. KRQE.com. That is where you want to go for everything you need to know this morning.